Cam Buford here. I got Teddy Atlas. Just want to spin off of that conversation you just had about Porter Spence. Do you think, I understand you got Spence winning because you feel he can do a lot more. How would Porter beat him? If you were training him, what tactics do you need to beat him?
I think Porter's kind of showing you some of that lately. His last fight with Ugas, that he's switching up a little bit. He's not just bringing that bull in the china shop stuff anymore. He's trying to box. He's trying to be cute. He's trying to use his legs. He's trying to do a little Jersey Joe Walcott. With his legs.
Okay.
Doing all that. He's trying to hoping that'll help him with the judges and maybe give him an angle, give him a little confusion in there to the opponent. But so I mean, by him changing, he's telling me something. Fighters' language is different than normal people's language. They don't have to say a word. Mm-hmm. Their actions tell you a million sentences.
Right.
And his actions, and I used to say that when I was broadcasting a fight for ESPN. I said, you don't need to hear this guy spouting words right now at a press conference. He's telling you that body shot hurt him. He's coming out this round, and all of a sudden he's on a bicycle. He wasn't on a bicycle before.
Right.
He just told you so.
Yeah.
He's screaming.
All those things take effect. Okay.
With no noise, he's screaming.
Gotcha.
And so I think that in some ways, Porter was screaming in his last fight. He's telling you the answers already. He's saying, at this point in my life, at this point in my career, you know what? I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna look for something else. I'm not just gonna bring that pressure game. That pressure game. There's a lot of wear and tear involved in that pressure game.
Gotcha.
He's not in this business. This ain't his first year or his second year. You know what I mean? Those miles start to accumulate a little bit on that odometer. So I'd have to go with what he believes. I got to go with what the fighter believes. The fighter showed me that he's not sure that he can just bring that all-out attack all night. So I would probably mix it up, to be honest, to give you a good answer. I would mix up a little bit of boxing with a little bit of picking my spots to hold the fort.
Now, from Spence's point of view, I heard Roy Jones say this a couple months ago, that Spence beating Mikey Garcia wasn't that impressive. He hadn't seen Spence really in there with somebody. Should Spence get rid of Porter like you anticipate, would that show you any more of the Spence being ready to be the pound-for-pound guy?
I think Spence is already there.
Okay.
I believe in Spence.
So you disagree with Roy Jones?
I'm not saying I love Roy.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm not saying I disagree. He's got his opinion, I got mine.
Sure, certainly.
And he's very deserving of his opinion because of who he is.
Yeah.
And so I'm just looking at it differently.
Okay.
I'm looking at it that this guy was an Olympian. This guy went to London and beat Kell Brook. This guy has done everything you've asked of him. I believe what I've seen.
I got you.
I don't think it's a mirage.
Okay, I got you.
I believe that when he wants to be relentless, he's relentless. I believe that he's a terrific body puncher. I do believe that he's more than just that he's technically sound in a lot of areas, that he can switch it up, that he can be very versatile, he can counter, he can box, he can go get you.
Yeah.
I believe he can do all those things. And I believe that he believes. That's where it comes from for me.
That's what's most important.
That he believes that he's always going to do that.
Okay.
And that's enough for me.
And you believe he'll even beat Crawford, right? I think you've said that before.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it'd be very interesting. It'd be very interesting. I love Crawford. It'd be very interesting. Crawford is, he brings a different dimension to it. I mean, you're talking about a guy who's tall and long, stepped up in weight classes, and a guy who's a winner, a guy who's dynamic, but a guy who goes about his business in a different way, where he controls range, where, he looks to set traps. But then he believes too, Crawford. That would be an intriguing fight for me, because that son of a gun, he believes too. When it gets down to it, to being a junkyard dog, man, he could bite with the best of them. Because you try to take something from him, he'll say, you know what? I like to control range. I like to be out here. I like to counter. I like to have it my way, just like you guys like to have a buffet and all things. When I hope he puts some food out for you guys. And just
Talk to him about that.
Yeah, really, that ain't right. But everyone wants to have what is most comfortable for themselves. And yeah, Crawford would love to have that, but when he don't have that and he has to go the other place, he has shown you, and I've seen it, where he'll say, freak it, I'll fight you right here. I'll do whatever I got. And he's got one other thing that might even be better than what Spence has, and you didn't expect me to say that. He's got tremendous instincts. He's got, Spence has, I'll stand by my word. Spence is physical, he's technically solid, he's an Olympian, he's put together the right way. And he mentally has that result, he believes. But so does Crawford, but he's got an instinctual presence to him that I haven't seen with too many fighters.
Doesn't he do even some of the things the guys in the black and white did?
You know what he does?
Sorry.
He does what my mentor, who I think was hey, I'm prejudiced. He was the greatest boxing guy ever. Customano. Said that the special ones do. He makes it up as he does it. Not too many people can do that. He's like a Louis Armstrong that can create a new tone right there on the stage with the horn that you never heard before. And that's what Crawford can do. And that's pretty damn special. And that's why I can't just close my eyes and say, hey, I favor Spence in that fight, but it'd be a fight that I would actually go to.
Is that a fight we see in 2020?
The same guy who won't give you a buffet, you have to talk to him. You have to talk to him because the problem now in boxing is that the best fights can't be made too easily because you got different sides of the street.
Why don't you run for ambassador of boxing, commissioner of boxing, and make it so we get these good fights? You know all the fights that's out there.
Hey,
you know all the people involved.
Listen to my podcast. Listen to my podcast.
Tell me that. Tell me where's your podcast? Where can they find the podcast?
Yeah, if you go on YouTube, that's about it. All I know how to describe it.
What's the name of it? Tell us the name of it.
It's called The Fight with Teddy Atlas. You go on YouTube and you go on the iPod, whatever that stuff is that you geniuses know about. That's about as sophisticated as I can go. Sure. I know it's on YouTube.
Okay.
I don't know how else to direct you, but it's called The Fight with Teddy Atlas. We put one out every week. Okay. And sometimes twice a week. Okay. And I talk about this stuff.
All right, I'm gonna have to go.
And not everybody likes it.
No, I want to hear it. I'm sure everybody here wants to hear why doesn't Teddy Atlas become the ambassador of boxing, and so we can get a good fight every 3 weeks.
I'll tell you one thing.
We can have a championship fight.
The first thing I would have to do is, I'd have to kill a lot of trees because that paper that they make those pink slips on. Yeah. That you hand out when you're terminated.
the pink slips.
There'd be a lot of pink slips come Monday, baby.